Hello, and welcome to the School and Youth Survey Team's report orientation videos. These short videos are designed to give you an overview of the Healthy Kids Colorado Survey and SmartSource reports. Please note that these videos may include report examples from prior years. However, report format has not changed significantly in recent survey cycles. Let's dive in.
The school frequency report includes the results for all health behavior questions asked on the survey, stratified by or broken out by different demographic categories depending on school size. When you open up the report, one of the first things you'll notice is the tabs across the bottom. This Excel format makes it easier for schools and districts to use the data to create visuals and presentations or to perform further analysis. All school frequency reports contain the first three tabs, entitled Background, All Demographics, and Reported Demographics. For the smallest schools, the next and final tab is entitled Report. For larger schools, instead of the Report tab, there will be additional tabs with results by demographic stratifications, such as by gender, by grade, etc., like you see here. Not all reports include all stratification categories. The number of stratifications included in your report depends on the size of your school.
We recommend beginning with the Background tab. You'll notice in the screenshot that just like in past years, the high school HKCS reports are color-coded red and the middle school reports are color-coded blue. The Background tab includes key definitions and considerations such as response rate, confidentiality, significance, and risk and protective factors. We encourage you to read this information if you're not already familiar with the terms, and in the upcoming slides, we'll provide examples. Keep in mind that the school frequency report includes unweighted results for every health behavior question on the survey, whereas the upcoming district frequency report will present weighted results. Let's move on to the next tab entitled All Demographics. This is the first place you'll see your school's response rate listed. In the sample report on the slide, the response rate is 89%. The response rate is simply the total number of students who participated in the survey divided by the number of students eligible to participate. What's important about the response rate is that it indicates how well the results represent your school as a whole. The higher the response rate, the more confidence that the results represent the entire student population. For response rates less than 60%, results should be interpreted with caution and are likely less representative. While you're here on the All Demographics tab, you can review the results for the expanded response options for all demographic categories. This tab is slightly different than the next tab, Reported Demographics, which shows the consolidated demographic response options used throughout the rest of the report. We encourage you to read the explanation at the top of each demographics tab so you'll understand the difference between them. One of the ways confidentiality is protected in the report is through suppression of data. Data is suppressed or not shown in the report when all of the students or none of the students select the same response to a question, or when a very small number of students choose a response. The exact criteria for suppression is explained in the Background tab. Here on the slide, we're showing an example of suppression in the By Gender tab. When data is suppressed, a period is shown instead of a number. In the screenshot, you can see that data for female students who bought cigarettes in the mail is suppressed to protect student confidentiality. You may also notice the total number of responses in this row is lower. This is because only students who responded yes to smoking cigarettes in the past 30 days were asked this follow-up question. Now let's talk about significance and confidence intervals. These concepts come into play when we compare results, for example, between genders for the same health behavior question, or between years for a health behavior your school is tracking for long-term evaluation purposes. In this report, we use 95% confidence intervals to help us understand what might be statistically significant. Take a look at the screenshot for an example comparing the percentage of students who were in a physical fight in the last 12 months between two of the genders, male and female. You'll see in row 14 that the confidence interval for the result for females extends from 9.9 to 11.2%, and the confidence interval for males extends from 19.0 to 20.6%. Because these ranges do not overlap, there is high confidence that the results are different. We can say that the difference between males and females on this measure is statistically significant. One more feature of the report that we'd like to point out is the designation of some measures as risk or protective factor items, which help us understand the upstream predictors of youth health outcomes. You can read a definition and additional information on risk and protective factors at the bottom of the background tab, and the items themselves are identified within the results tabs by an entry in the risk or protective factor column, like you see here. In this example, several different risk factors for youth substance use are listed, such as availability of substances in the community and youth perception of substance use risk. Keep in mind that the individual health measure in each row only represents one item that could be calculated with other items to determine the level that the risk or protective factor is present in your community. We're so glad you joined us for this video. If you have any additional questions about the 2021 Healthy Kids Colorado survey, school frequency report, or any other questions about our surveys, please reach out. Our team email address, csphsurveyteam@cuanschutz.edu, is listed on the slide. Thank you.